Okay, here I go. Don't mind my hair. It's doing its own thing today. Don't worry about it. So, I have a few points that I want to make on why the systematic racism is built into the police system and that it could never therefore be, I can say, fully eradicated because it was predicated on the foundation of black people being oppressed. So basically, the whole reason that the police do these things to black people and brown people is because this is all they know and this is the way that they were taught up and had things go down. So my whole point is that we have to go back into researching, like, when did the police start? So it's some different dates, but it started in either say New York or Philadelphia. I don't know why it has two birthplaces, but okay. And it has two different time periods too. So I'm just gonna say the 1800s. So the police was started in the 1800s. Now, slavery was abolished as a business, because you gotta remember that the slaves really never was free, because we went from the property of an owner to the property of the state. So we really technically didn't get freed. We just got transferred over from it being a corporation of one person to a monopoly of America. So let's get that clear and understood it. So you can see why those two dates were very close in proximity. So you can assume, and by assume I mean make an educated guess, that the reason why the whole police system even exists was to police black people. And so by then makes the definition of policing, you know what I'm saying, containing and, how can I say, chastising the African community. Or I would like to say the melanated community, because a lot of people don't think they're black. But if you get this, you black, bitch. Just take it. So that's what makes me feel like people be like, oh, the systematic racism needs to change, this, that, and the third. But how can something change when it was predicated on being racist? You can't eat fruit from a poisonous tree that asks your ass, why the fuck are you sick? It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So how can you tell me that, oh yeah, everybody needs to police, blah, blah, blah. But if everybody needs to police, why didn't you have a police system before the 1700s? But if you look at any movie back in the day, you look at an old black and white movie, it shows in the 1700s that it was policed. So why would you lie to us in movies, but in your information of the truth, tell us the truth? Because they always say if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. Fucking read. Even on the internet, I don't read books. I read the internet. Okay? So, that's what I'm saying. Because if you look at any old black and white movies, and I'm a big fan of black and white movies, you can see that they had a little police with the fucking old, the little hats that come over here. They always holding little sticks and shit. They'll show that in the 1700s. But you say right here that y'all done start the police force into the 1800s, and so happened been around the same time that the black people were free. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait for you to fucking help me with this information because something is not making sense. So how can we change systematic racism in the police force and in the government for all that if the whole foundation that y'all were predicated on is racist towards us? So I don't understand, for white people, how y'all say that, we over exaggerating, and for, people of our own race to say stupid shit like we need to get over it. What the fuck are you talking about? The whole reason why this exists is because we exist. Y'all had armies, but y'all never had this. You know what I'm saying? And then you tell us that, oh yeah, police been around for a long time and blah blah blah. It's all about America and brotherhood, and you know what I'm saying? That's cool. And y'all probably got, some good ass motherfuckers on that now. But the information don't lie. The information doesn't lie. I only believe in what I can prove. And I feel like a lot of more black people need to be on that, because if you research anything that the government has told you, or this Caucasian, GMO, troglodyte, whatever the fuck you want to call them, you know what I'm saying, Roman, whatever you want to fucking call them, you have to go back to the root. You know what I'm saying? And if the tree is poisonous, everything that bear fruit off that tree is poisonous. Everything. So if I can fucking, it may be some good shit in there. It may be some truth in there. But any good liar know, if you wrap the truth, if you wrap a lie in enough truth, it becomes true. You know what I'm saying? If the lie has enough basis of truth in it, it becomes true by fault, because now you believe it. Anybody know, if you're a good liar, you know that. You know that if you want to motherfucking make some shit up, you add some of the real shit in there so your lie can seem better, like it actually happened. So if that's the case, why the fuck do you believe anything that motherfucker tell you? You know what I'm saying? Anything. That's all I'm saying. So some things you can research and boom, it might be alright. But a lot of things, come on now. And the white man fucked up because they made science for themselves and for their people. Well, they didn't make science, but they made their science for themselves and for their people was still a lot more truth than lie in it. So I'd rather believe that, because that's something, a hypothesis, boom. I can figure that out on my own. If I can go to Egypt, boom, try to figure that shit out, it's there for me to figure out, because the evidence is there. It's some evidence on that. You know what I'm saying? It's still some meat on that bone. But this old lying ass, telling everybody that these half-truths, like Jesus and all these other things. Come on now. Come on. It's all so you can be subservient. No. To be submissive to the white man. Come on. And I work for him. It's just something I have to do to survive at this point, but don't want to. That's all I'm saying. So, peace, family. I'm out.